In a time when trust is the rarest currency online, one man built something bigger, quietly with his team.
Feel the combination of temperatures between the hot and the cold.
You have got.
Savor it in your mouth.
You've got to shut.
And specifically with his fans.
Hi!
From the late night show to Conan Remotes to Conan Without Borders, and now Conan O'Brien Must Go. Conan O'Brien's career has been a real ride. So how did he stay relevant for all these years? It's not the comedy, that's just part of it. There are many comedians out there too who can make funny jokes. It's his connection with the people he met and able to create a safe environment to make jokes without any scripts. He poked fun at them, and they in turn fired back.
Your hair looks even more ridiculous now than it usually does.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. You're a good man.
Backing up a little, back in 2020, when everyone's online, it has shown us the true nature of people on camera, specifically celebrities and famous people. Some were okay, but the rest, well...
It was toilet paper. It was a huge box of, I was like a kid on the toilet on Christmas morning. 60 double rolls of heaven.
You get to play that fun game, protected from the coronavirus or a botched nose job. Or both.
Some showed us that we are very different. Some even went to great lengths to cheat their fans.
The answer is the first day it pumps and immediately it dumps.
And thanks to these online personalities and celebrities, in 2024, Forbes found that shoppers have lost faith in influencers. There is still some distrust going around, but perhaps not as much as before. Considering stuff like strange-looking dolls getting famous and people are lining up to buy them just because the Blackpink star made it famous.
Look at that. 200 of them went on sale at 10 a.m. They were sold out in seconds. They cost $22. The toothy, fluffy figurines are inspired by Nordic.
And then there's Conan O'Brien.
When in New Zealand, I think
He treats them like old friends. He genuinely wanted to know more about them, what their lives were like, what they do, and respects them very much. And they in turn wanted Conan to be a part of their lives, which then allowed him to evolve his career beyond the late night show by hanging out with them, his new job, connecting with his audience. He's not there to sell you a product or join an MLM scheme. He's just there, connecting with people. You could even say that he's one of the most trusted celebrities so far without even trying to be one. It's in his nature by now. Which explains why, when the Oscars were losing ratings, they got Conan on board, and it slightly helped with the viewership. And they're planning to bring him back for the next Oscars. But how did he manage to do this, even to the point he was invited to actually play a part in fans' daily lives? Well, it all started with his staffs, his team. I've discussed before how his interaction with his own team got him to the heights of his career today, and his staff videos earned more views than most of the celebrities he interviewed. It's very clear how his work culture has encouraged them to be themselves. As the result, it sparked an idea for Conan where he would rope them in, and they also made it to the show. The best part is, their interactions were not scripted, making their relationship real. And it has proven to be successful. So the show wasn't just about Conan O'Brien, but it's also about Andy Richter, Sonam Obsession, Jordan Schlansky, Aaron Blair, and many more from his team that we all still remember to this day. It also explains that while most late night shows had the host names on their main YouTube channel, Conan's was totally different. As I'm writing this, there are still familiar faces working for Conan to this day, and the fact that they are still working for him proves that he's truly a good boss, and fans can really tell. We can see how much he connects with his team, really appreciating their efforts and how much Conan always includes them in his shows and without any scripts. Their interactions together were very genuine, no BS, and even though they look like they hate each other, their interactions were real. And in return, they all appreciated Conan.
Please get this car.
I don't want this car.
Well, congratulations. I'm buying you this car, and I'm giving it to you on the air.
No.
Yes, and you have to accept.
No.
And with this kind of character building up over the past years, now he was skilled enough to take it to the audience, his fans, who are his customers in a way.
Tell me, so you do this twice a month. How did this get started?
Instagram.
Ah, Well, what a great old ancient Norwegian tradition. You are so strong.
Thank you.
Now you try this.
Oh, that's good too, not bad.
You can lie a little.
I
How about a
already did.
little? You already did.
As someone who works in a B2B business, I want that kind of relationship with them because he mastered the art of communication, being able to be a part of their group and somehow joined their social circle, and they accepted him, thus gaining loyal fans.
Hey. Well, very nice to meet you. I need to be with you.
I say this because we don't see a lot of celebrities or influencers being a part of a fan's life long enough to get to know them, or they barely spend time with them. Perhaps it's because of their busy schedules or the fact that it's very crowded, well, who knows. Though 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐬𝐷 𝐶𝐿 managed to do it to the point that he invited them to his work.
He's good. He's really good.
But the point is, they're just there for a while, and then that's it. Only a surface level, a moment and not a memory. Most would give a few minutes of screen time just to know the surface level of that person, but Conan? He sits down with you, he asks you questions, and more importantly, he listens. That's why it's so easy for people to be themselves around Conan, because he was never trying to be above any of them.
How old do you think I am?
You're close to 60.
Jesus. Yes.
Yeah, happy for you.
He was there to share memorable moments with them, asking one by one how their day was, what they usually do daily, and he wants to be a part of it. Best of all, they were all unscripted. No teleprompters, no memorized scripts or preps, it was all live reactions. So how did he manage to disarm them into letting them be themselves around him? Conan once said in an interview that he preferred that the joke to be on him, and that is how he indirectly tells us to forget about his status and treat him as an equal.
And I like to make people laugh. I get a lot of joy out of making people laugh. And when we wrap this up and go and get coffee next door, if I can make the person at the counter laugh, I'm happy.
This shows his humble side of him, and through these actions, it's easier for the people around him to feel comfortable being themselves and treat Conan like a friend. For example, during his travel shows, without even telling the audience, he made it very specific to us that he didn't know anything about the culture he was going to, but was determined to learn no matter how silly he'll turn out to be.
You speak Italian, Mandarin, Cantonese?
Mandarin.
Mandarin. Ni hao ma.
Oh, 谢谢.
Letting people know that you're determined to learn something makes them feel respected because you appreciate what they're about to present to you. Kinda like when a student pays attention to the teachers. And Conan did it in a respectful, self-deprecating, and funny way. And that was the bridge to his biggest strength, connecting with people by empowering them, which indirectly leads to giving the spotlight away, taking away our attention from him to the person he's talking to. And Conan was totally cool about it. This also explains why we know the names of half of the staff who works for him and the people he interviewed.
Because my name was Conan. And your name is Dogfin.
Yeah.
And nothing, no one teased you, right?
No, not that nice.
Yeah, how's your friend Fishface? Is he okay?
Notice how he always gave the spotlight to other people and never himself. So as we are seeing Conan learning about the culture, we're also learning about the person he's with. We see this a lot when he was learning another language, where the spotlight were given to the language teachers. I find that Conan nailed his interactions with the Japanese and Korean teachers the most, because he managed to indirectly tell them that they're allowed to be honest with him and be themselves. And they did not hold back at all.
You're not my type. So.
Oh my God! What are you talking about? I'm not weird.
A perfect example where you successfully brought someone their personality, their real personality, something that might take a long time in Asian cultures usually. In Asian cultures, most of the time, we're known to be polite, especially towards our elders, and can be brutally honest to the people we're close to. And then in came Conan, a total stranger, and he caught them all off guard to the point they were being honest with him, and they were able to be themselves with him. And needless to say, Conan successfully entered their social circle. This made the Korean and Japanese language videos more popular than the rest of the language videos because of how he interacted with them. He allowed them to lead the moment, give them a spotlight as he asked questions and let them answer. More importantly, he showed that he is never above them. He let them shine, let them speak their minds, and listen to their opinions without offending them. and Conan took all of their opinions like a champ. That made it to his comedy hit. This also happens when he hangs out with his fans and learn about what they're good at by being in the game with them, before forming his own opinions on it. So he did not judge a book by its cover, but truly read it before he had his say. Because of this, fans had no problem sharing their addresses with him and allowed him to tape and record what their household looks like, who their families are, what they do for a living, and what interests them. In other words, they all felt safe with him because he wanted to be a part of their world. Thus the reason why his remotes and travel shows, where he interacted with non-celebrities, gained more views than the celebrities, and his fans stayed loyal to him no matter what platform he moved to. In a B2B business, aside from products or services, the best way to keep loyal customers is to spend time with them and treat them as if they were your good friends. You still treat them professionally, but if you can stay close, keep a good relationship, and treat them like they're your number one priority in a way, then you'll win your customers and they'll stay loyal to you. It doesn't have to be as glamorous as Conan did. He's a talk show host, so it may differ. However, we can follow his way of treating his customers, who are basically his fans. He started off with his team first, treating them more than just staffs. Then he managed to extend his people skills to his audience and to people around him.
I think I will. How do I look in person?
Alarming.
Alarming. Ah! Oh my God! Look at the.
Thus, even though he's no longer a talk show host, he was able to diversify his skills elsewhere. Not just to comedy, and not just to people who know him, but to people who don't even know him and still have a great time with them, and it worked out really well.
If you ever need help with anything, just yell my name, Conan!
All it takes is showing up, genuinely listening to them, be with them, and made people feel like they mattered. From his staff to his fans to people he's never met across the globe, Conan built his career not just on comedy, but through connections. In an industry where everybody wants to be a star, Conan chose connections with his team and his fans. It's not flashy, it didn't come with the big bucks. It was a genuine connection that led to customer loyalty.
Penny, hi. Conan, how are you?
Penny.
Come on, how are you? Oh, hi, good to see you.
It used to be like crepes. When my wife came in, I said, Conan's there. So I took the first things that were next to me and I brought them over to you.
Things next. Hey, Jarl, come on out here. Holy shit. Look. Oh my God. Hey.
That kind of loyalty can't be bought. It has to be earned. And Conan did it. He earned it by being human first and then funny second. That's what connects them. That's what led him to be a star. That's what made him millions. That's what led him to the Oscars. And more importantly, that's why he's coming back in season 3 of Conan O'Brien Must Go, to meet his fans and meet new ones.